Chris, what are you doing? We haven't even done the video yet.
We can't shoot it now?
No, we can't shoot it now. We have to do it after the video. We have to talk about it first.
Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to go get some history on this. Caden said we have to, but stick around till after the talking points. We're going to shoot these guns. Tune in.
Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Caden. Caden's here. Say hi, Caden.
Hi, Caden.
So, we got something special. So, Caden is any day now, and he may have already done it by the time this video rolls out. We did a video on a K31. Caden, what do you think about the K31?
I love the K31. Do you know why I love the K31?
Why is that?
Because it made me feel like a lot better shooter than I am.
True that.
It's an accurate rifle. I mean, it was laying them one on top of one another.
Oh yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah, it'll stack bullet holes if you want it to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you see what's on the table?
Yeah. What is this, Chris? What am I looking at?
We have two K31 Swiss rifles.
Hey, 2 is always better than 1.
Exactly. That's it. So, I think you've heard me mention in a previous video, one customer, he said, hey, he sent me an email and said, hey, Chris Hall 2915, I will loan you my K31 Swiss and you can do a video. Well, within a week later, another guy showed up. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Dave. Another guy showed up and said, hey, Chris Hall 2915, why don't you do a video on my K31? So we have two K31 rifles to kind of showcase for you, but they're a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of these is actually the K31 Rifle, and one of these is the K31 Carbine.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's the Carbine because it's shorter.
It's a little shorter.
There's actually a couple of differences about these, though, that I've noticed sitting here looking at them on the table. If you want to jump straight into that.
Aside from the length, the tops of the receivers look a little bit different. And one thing I noticed as soon as I got this second one, so the bolt handle, charging handle, I guess bolt handle.
Mm-hmm.
These are, if you don't know the K31 Swiss, it's a straight pull rifle. Like most rifles, you lift the bolt up out of its locking position, and you pull it back, push it back forward, and put the bolt back into lock position. These don't have that, but both of these rifles, one has a metal, and the other one looks like, is that Bakelite or what is it?
It kind of looks like Bakelite. It could be wood, I guess, if it was kind of oil stained. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure.
It does look like Bakelite, though.
It kind of does, but we're going to call it Bakelite. I don't know if that's correct, but it looks like Bakelite to me.
But a few of the differences between these guns is the rifle length obviously is longer. It's the rifle length. It was meant for the standard infantry, the Swiss standard infantry. The carbine version was meant for like the supporting troops. It was meant for the artillery crews, the ground crews for planes on airfields. Basically anybody that wasn't the standard infantry, it was meant for them. Another cool difference about this gun is the rifle. The sights on these, the rear sight is graduated out to 2,000 meters. The carbine one is graduated out to 1,500 meters. And so
it must have been this rifle right here that guy had when he took that 2,200 yard shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you haven't seen us talk about that, tune into the other video. There's a guy that made a 2,200. I don't know if it was yard or meter shot with one of these rifles. They are really accurate.
Yeah, if you've not watched the other video, watch it and then watch this. And you don't have to watch either one of these in order. We'll just on this one. It's a few spoilers, but he's got the specific details on what that shot is, if it's yards or meters. It's 22 something, but I don't remember.
Yeah, there's another difference that I've noticed, just a slight difference, is that on the rifle, the sling swivels are mounted on the bottom of the gun. On the carbine length version, they are mounted on the side of the gun.
Yeah, I noticed that. And also the top of the receiver, there's a little bit of differences in those.
Yeah, the carbine receiver, it looks a little bit stockier. It's definitely thicker than the rifle length receiver. I'm not sure why that is. The whole gun is actually thicker. It's easily, I'd say it's probably about 3/4 of an inch or better thicker of a gun than the rifle length is. And I don't know why that is. It feels thick in your hands, kind of like a M1 Garand if you've ever held one.
Yeah, at some point right in here in this video, Caden, he's going to post a a top view of these two rifles where they're side by side, and that way you could kind of see what we're talking about right here. I mean, you could be a mile away and you could spot the differences right here just in the tops of these receivers.
That being said, there are a bunch of similarities. Obviously, they're built on the same action, so they work the same way. They're both straight pull bolt rifles, which I still can't wrap my head around how that works. Whenever you shoot the gun, I don't know how it doesn't fly back
It
in your
locks up
face.
solid. It seems like.
It does, and I don't know exactly how that works. I even watched a video on it, still couldn't really wrap my head around it. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet,
Really?
believe it or not.
Well, you had me fooled. But anyway, but yeah, you're right. There's getting back to the sights. This one's 2,000 meters, and the other one's 1,500 meters. So even this one, if this carbine will even go out anywhere toward 1,500 meters, that's pretty good feat right there.
Mhm.
And if this one will do 22 something, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt the capability of the carbine. I mean, they're pretty impressive.
They are. They're really impressive. They're both very accurate guns. They still have that. Both of them have the same kind of weird. Chris called it a monkey tail kind of trigger.
Kind of like a monkey tail. It's just a like a spiral. It's
Mhm.
weird, and shooting it with that funny looking trigger, you don't feel it.
Mhm. But both of these guns, they shoot really well. They're really accurate and they're really well made. If you have the means and you have the interest, please buy one of these guns. Keep it in its original condition. Can't hammer on that point enough. Because people like to buy these guns and mount scopes to them and cut the barrels
I was
down.
gonna
And
say drill and tap the top of it and put a cheap Tasco 3x9 on it, something like
yeah,
that.
so let's not do that. Let's do a little bit better and hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Yeah, sell this to us and or somebody sell it to them, and it may end up in our hands and go buy you a daggone Savage Axis or something like that if you're gonna butcher it up.
Mhm.
But then again, it is your gun, and you have the right if you can live with yourself. That's all we're saying. That you're seeing the burden. So
But Chris, I just wanted to go over some of the differences between these two guns and some of the similarities. Make sure to check out the other K31 Rifle video.
yeah, definitely.
We went a little bit more in depth in that one.
And I can't hammer out enough. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you, Mr. Jason. You guys, you know who you are. Thanks for the loan of these two guns. Caden, there was a guy dropped off another gun today.
Well, really, what was it?
That'll be in a future video.
Oh, I can't even know about it yet. Top secret. It's confidential.
I've not even really told him, but one of my car customers that watches the channel, he came in today and he said, "Hey, borrow this. Do some footage on this." And I'm not going to tell Caden until the day we film it. So pretty awesome. I think knowing a little bit about Caden's taste, I think he's going to love it. I think this guy may have a hard time getting this gun back.
Yeah, it's going to go missing.
Yeah, just joking, but it's greatly appreciated. You don't know how much it is appreciated. You got anything else?
I think we're all square.
Like I said, Caden's going to put some pictures up. He probably already did. And like always, subscribe. Make your mom subscribe. Make your kids do it. Heck, I mean, make everybody subscribe. Sometimes you just have to coax them into it. It don't cost you nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Chris, stop, buddy. Don't shoot yet.
Now, what's the problem?
Well, you don't have your earring protection on.
Caden, can we now shoot this rifle?
All right, Chris. You got your earring protection on?
It's on.
Okay, yeah, you can shoot.
Thanks for watching the video. Now it's time I actually get to have some fun with this. K31 Swiss, carbine. That's how we catch it.
All right, should be good. Hit me in the face.
My two. Caden's two. Not bad shooting.